Yay, I was muted. We started with scuff. It's fine. We're fine. I figured it out. Muted as always. Yes, as always. Just to keep you in suspense. And zoomed in. Yes, I figured out how to zoom in. So I thought we'd start like this. It's nice to have a little chat before we get going. But hello. No. The day is not watching. Am I okay? Can you see any? I think I'm okay. It looks alright from my position anyway. Nice to see everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Who's the blonde British lass who drinks enough tea to fill a bath? Bridie Rosesmith. You're damn right. You're damn right I do. And howdy Crusader. The type of tea right now is decaf. Just a decaf black tea right now. But hello everyone. Hello Size Phantom. Hello Rahel. Hello Lucas. Hello Sweetie. Hello Howdy. Hello Exum. And by the way, Howdy, I do apologise for that accidental bannage from one of my mods, so I just apologise on their behalf. New background music? Yeah, we just got some chill background music to sort of just fill the silence while I code, because obviously there's no background music to coding. You gotta put your own on. So that's it. So, we need to talk. So let's go here. So you can see OBS there because I'm having to. I had to switch up my setup a little bit. Because wait a second, I'm gonna just zoom in a minute because I need to. There we go. I'm gonna go back to me now. Yeah, I had to set up, switch up my setup a little bit. Because the thing with coding, you have a cup of coffee? Lovely. It is Rempy time. It is Rempy time. We love some Rempy. The thing with Rempy is that there's a lot of windows that pop up in order for you to be able to do it. So obviously I've got my my code here. We've got the main Rempy project, and then if I launch the project, give it a second. Loading. We've got the actual project as well. So usually the way I do it is I'd have OBS just looking for certain windows, but because we're going to be looking at a lot of different windows, this is it. We dying yet? Oh wait, wrong game. It's this game too, the Hermit Gamer. You can die a lot in this one as well. So the plan for today. Oh, I forgot to open Squiffy as well. 1 second. Squiffy, where are you? There you are. There's Squiffy. There's our actual game. Where do you guys go? I need to see you guys. We need to open. Yeah, it's technically a bit more difficult this stream. Hold up emotional support, Roland. I love that emotional support, Roland. Hello, the firestorm. It is very warm where I live right now, so it does feel like there's a firestorm. This is correct. Welcome. Okay, so as I said, what we've done so far, this is the game so far. All I've done is I have loaded in, we've loaded in a nice background. I've edited, so, let me tell you. We have this. So when in itch.io they had that really good, oh, thank you for the follow! Yay, we got to 70 followers, thank you Firestorm, I really appreciate that. Yeah! So when itch.io had that Ukraine bundle out, the Help Ukraine bundle, and it was an amazing bundle with so much stuff, there was actually a pre-made GUI for Rempy in there. So this is the GUI we're using Dark Academia, because, I don't know, it seems to fit for how gruesome this is. It comes with a gallery, an endings, and an achievements page, which is really good, so we'll be using those. I'm not sure about the gallery because we're not going to have that much art in this. I can't say, look, how'd you find the assessment? It was very useful. The ways it's explained is really good, and I think that's the kind of, as much as you can tell me what to do on streams, having it kind of explained like that in like more detail in a way you wouldn't be able to do in chat has helped. It's going to help me sort of process things and think about it. What novel you be making a visual for? Well, it's not actually a novel. There's a short story I wrote on Patreon that was basically Red Riding Hood, but Granny is a Baba Yaga. She's not a good character. The werewolf doesn't exist. The wolf doesn't exist for some reason. I kind of forgot to do that. Originally in the short story, the wolf was just like the the hunter's hound, which he does have a hound in this one too, but yeah. Agreed, the weather sucks over where I'm at too, 39 degrees. I don't know how warm it is here, but it's just too warm. Alright, gonna Dave, have a good one. Thank you for coming to Have a Gamer. Thank you for popping in. Have a lovely day. But yeah, so I just wanted to shout out to Mr. Jamie Scribbles for giving us our theming. It's not perfect. I've had to add it because I wanted the text box to be a little bit bigger, which we'll probably have to edit that too. So we're going to have to be editing text, we're going to have to be editing visuals. I've made it, by changing this over to Rimpy, I've made it both harder and easier on myself at the same time. But what we've done is I've just done the start bit, where deep in the forest lay the village, blah 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 blah. We're like, one day your young child, a young girl with a red hood, affectionately called Little Red, snuck into the forest under there. Shake the screen, oh my god! The village went into an uproar when they all realised they searched all day and night and couldn't find her at all. Then she returned unharmed. She told everyone how she met Granny in the woods, how Granny was kind and she wanted to go see her again. You obviously have some words for her. I want to do something first before we actually make that choice. So I need to delete persistent data for a minute. So persistent data is... Did you say Bloodhound? Yeehaw! Let's make up the prospector. Yeah, we have shaking effects. How amazing is that? So if you go into extras, we have unlocked endings, and we have achievements we can do as well. We can give people achievements for things. So I'm just gonna show you that. Oh no, we don't want to load it. Back. Start the game. Blah 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 blah. I just showed you that. Oh my god, shaking. You obviously have words per. So you know, if you've been watching the other streams, there's one ending that's really easy to get. And I know I need to fix this. I will fix this, I promise. You tell her she's adopted. Red cries, says she hates you. She's gone from her bed the next morning. You do not see her again for a while. No matter how much you search, no matter whether you call the huntsman, no one sees hide or hair of the little girl. You even venture further into the woods and find Granny, but even she has no idea where Red went. Until the full moon, when the village is awoken by the sound of howls. Little Red leads an army of wolves against the village and wipes it out forever. Achievement unlocked! Fastest ending in the West! And you get the bad end, you get sent here, and in the extras you got endings. Da-da-da! And in achievements, you have fastest ending in the West, speedrunner right here. So that's about where we're up to. That's what I've sort of done just to kind of set us up. I'm dipping out too. I got new watercolors. Oh, exciting! Have a good time. Paint some pretty paintings. Have fun. Bye, howdy, Crusader. Thank you for dropping by. Achievement Ace. Find 5 different ways of killing Red. We can do things like that, 100%. But currently, we need to just get into the nitty-gritty of the code and start transferring some of this over, because we've got a lot. New watercolors, but it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully. Okay, so we've done the with Red side of things a lot more, so we'll be doing that. See, this is the greatest thing. It's not just one thing. So this is just the first bit, and then we can go to another file rather than having everything in a singular file. It's great. It's great. It's great. We dislike having everything in a singular file. It makes it so hard to keep track of anything. Okie dokie. So rightio. So this will be one of the choices of grounded or not grounded. It says go to next day. That's the one we're up to. No, that's not the one. It's tell you want to meet Granny. That's it. So adventure. This is where we're up to. So you need to copy that in. Ta-da! No, we don't want to put my Twitch. No, that's without Red. We want with Red. With Red is the one. We enter the... Oop. You and Red set off early. The next morning, the forest is dark and foreboding, and doesn't seem to get any lighter as the sun rises into the sky. The most terrible feeling sends a chill down your spine. What did we do next? Ask to turn back or continue. So we want a menu. Menu. I've got caps lock on, that doesn't help. Menu. What do you do? I need to check the formatting. I will get used to this. Okay, cool. I can see it. So option 1. Nope, that's the wrong file. There we go. Option 1. Ask to turn back. Let's stop putting capitals random. You have risen! Hello, Black Wolf! Hello. Was it a good rising? To turn back. And if you ask to turn back... Hello, Void! Welcome! It's back. So ask to turn back means you have to negotiate with her. Which I'm gonna... Should we jump to another label for that? It'd probably make life easier. Label. No, it'd be jump. Ask. Ask to turn back. I need to stop capitalizing things so much. Second option is continue, I believe. Yeah, just continue. I'm just gonna go jump to continue. I'll have to be continue walking because continue is it's a keyword. We can't be using keywords. Can someone show me where the Bible is? I need it for my spells. Find your nearest hotel room. Continue walking. Right, so we'll need a label for ask to turn back, and that'll be what happens when you ask to turn back, and then we'll need another label for continue walking. Ah, so much nicer to do than on Squiffy, goddamn. So ask to turn back. So we do this and a hotel room in the Forbidden Library, Brownie? No, this is telling Black Wolf where you can find the nearest Bible. That's the place I always know to find a Bible, is in a hotel room normally. That's the only time I ever see Bibles most of the time. I want to do a space there. Yeah, and then continue walking. I might jump to... Does continue walking go to straight to the Baba's house? Let's continue. Yes. So continue goes straight to the Baba's house, and because I know that bit is very complicated, I might make another folder for it. Rename. No, I don't want to rename it. I want to make a new file. Baba house with red dot RPY. Yes. So that'll jump over to there. So jump. Baba house with red. I already booked one, but I forgot where it was. I think it's 2-year walk in the opposite direction. Oh lordy. I hope you have me on a phone so you can keep watching. So that's gonna go into here. We'll need to define our narrator character. And then label Baba's house with red. So that's where that's gonna go. Right, so let's do the walking first. So we're gonna need another menu. Let's test this first. Let's test this first. Yeah. Just to say we got here. So let's make sure everything's saved with red save. Anything on the script I need to save? No. Okay, cool. Righto, let's give that a quick test. Actually, I'm gonna change something because it's been peeing me off the whole time. I'm gonna get rid of the second piece because it's making it slow to click through and I hate it. Hate it. Okay, launch the project. I have a problem. Unexpected statement menu. Oh lord. Not determined with a new line. What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? Oh, it's because it's a capital M, it needs to be lowercase. It's lowercase m. There we go. That's the main thing I've done wrong there. Lowercase m in menu. Yep. Thank you, Rempy Tom. I have an expert in the chat, obviously. And what's the problem with this one? Me when trying to fix my mod loader. It's not terminated with a new line. It's because I just haven't pressed enter at the end. Like that. Is that literally all it wants? We'll try that. We'll try that. Dodge! No, it's not that. What is it? The first thing she adds and it goes wrong. So, yeah, Baba House is red, goes in here, Baba House is red, and does this, yes. Extra quote problem, it is! You're right, Rempy Tom. You're a good one, you can see the things. It's always something obvious like that, isn't it? Always. So there we go, so let's just make sure that's all going smoothly. This is why we test. And I will fix this. I will make this a little bit prettier. Yep. Oh no, she goes into the woods. So we'd like to go meet Granny. That's where we're up to. That's what we're doing. Well, time for my daily break the sound barrier to get home from work while Granny is still streaming. Drive safely! Don't kill yourself! Drive safe, dum-dum. Red smiles and tells you how nice Granny is and that you'll love her. Blah, 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 blah. So you and Red set off. So if you ask to turn back, you get that. It went here. Oh, it's because I didn't put like a return statement on there, so it just carried on. That makes sense. So theoretically it works. Yes. Okay. Next! Okay, so we need to ask to turn back. That's what we're up to. When Brandy hear a sonic boom? Not from another country, I don't think. I don't think they're that loud. I'm clipping that and cutting the don't. If you wish. If you wish. I'm pretty sure I've said die multiple times anyway. So, we did ask to turn back, red can't turn back, even offering another day. It's time to negotiate. So, we need another menu. I don't want you. Menu. How will you convince her? So your options are offer her favorite dinner, which I highly recommend. I want to change a little bit how this works, because currently offering her her favorite dinner is the only way to save her. And I don't like that. I don't like that the good endings are so hard, the quote-unquote good endings are so hard to get. And the other option was pick up the small child. She has no say. Pick up the small child. She has no say. She is just a small child. She is your child. Do with her as you will. Or just continue on. Give up and continue. You definitely screamed die like a maniac before. Remember the Enderman? Yes, I did! That was fun. When did you get the neighborhood art? Neighborhood art? Oh, that's not art. That's a stock photo from the internet. Do you mean the picture of the town in the game? Because that's what that is. Just a free stock photo. Okay, so offer her favorite dinner. Red is convinced. For the title screen? I believe I went through this at the start. You just weren't here. It's this. It's the Dark Academia GUI. That's the logo screen and everything. So this is where I got it. I got this from the Ukraine itch.io pack when they were doing that. And this happened to be in it, so I was very happy with that. Screaming British women are my nightmare. Not your nightmare, are they? Well, I'll be your worst nightmare, I will! Yes, so... And red is completed. Nope, that's not the right one. I thought I'd copied the right statement. Red is completed. Hand to head back to the village. And her trust goes up as well. So we set the trust to 70 at that point. Red's trust equals 70. It's wild how rough you can make your voice. You're using Rimpy, isn't that the visual novel maker app? It's a visual novel engine, yes. I did my final dissertation on it in uni. Truly hag-worthy. I am hag-worthy! I see a lot of hag denial on the internet, but I kind of embrace it. To a degree. You guys can be extra bad about it, but you know what? I'll be old and wise on the internet. I'll be the Baba Yaga of the internet. Give me my house with my chicken legs. I'm good. There is a game coming out with that, you know. There is a Baba Yaga game coming out. Final dissertation? Final project in uni. It's like worth a lot of your grade kind of thing. Witch in the woods. Ah, voice. Hag voice. Hag voice. So then this would be another menu, but should I put a menu in a menu? I mean, even if you do head back home, you get lost, so... Oh, no, I don't need to put it in a menu. I don't need to put it in a menu. Well, it's more fun to click it, right? So I'm going to give you a menu anyway. Even if you don't need a menu for it, I'm going to give you a menu. Because clicking things is fun. Do you want help crossing the street, Brian? No! That's what the green mat is for! Menu. So I'm literally not going to do anything else. I'm literally just going to go head back home. And then I'm going to go jump to did I call it in the Squiffy? We're gonna jump to Lost in the Forest. Clicking stuff is fun, ADHD mode. It's true though! Lost in the Forest. So down here we're gonna need a label for Lost in the Forest. Okay, small child is the same. A menu? Nah, I don't need it. I'll get the steak and fries, not fish and chips. And Coke, please. No, you'll get lost in the forest. That's what you'll do. That's the only thing on the menu. Even if it's just one thing on it. Well, I think because this is... we're still making this like a choose your own adventure. It's less of a visual novel, still more of a choose your own adventure. It just happens to be in Rempy. So there's a little bit more we can do, a little bit more flexible, fun stuff like that. And then exit small child. Pick up the small child, you decide you've had enough. And pick up the small angry child and head back to the safety of the village. That's the wrong button. There it is. So, and Red's trust goes way down with that one, doesn't it? It goes back down to 50. Red's trust equals 50. And then it's exactly the same menu, so we can just copy paste. Copy and paste. There we go. Give that a nice save. No, not the forest. I lost my chicken in there. You threw the child. You might be able to yeet the child. No. I don't think I've had an option to yeet the child yet. Let's give that a quick test. Make sure everything's running as it should be. Nope, I've done something wrong again. Choice menu item is a non-empty block. Give up and continue. Is it because I haven't put anything in here yet. Do a thing. There we go. Launch the project. Start. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Tell your ideas to Granny yourself. Blah 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 blah. Ask to turn back. Blah 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 blah. Offer her favorite dinner. She's convinced. Head back home. And then nothing, because there's nothing there yet. But let's make sure the other route works the same. Granny, turn back. Tell a small child she has no say. Head back home. Cool, perfect. Righto. Now just give up and continue, which will basically lead to this, if I remember correctly. If you just put continue, where is Squiffy? There it is. Okay. So that's just that one, which leads to continue. Red seems perfectly happy. So else her parent, you decide to shake her dance and carry on with her. What could go wrong? Okay, let's do the heading back home one. It'll be a little bit easier. So let's copy that in. Lost in the forest. Beep, beep. Get that to go there. And I want a space there because it looks prettier and I like my code to look pretty. It is not important, but it is important to me. Eventually come out to a clearing. There's Granny's house. And space, blah, blah, blah. Even though you were sure you were heading home. Right, so we want another menu here, and you either need to get to try head home again. Which, if you don't have good trust with Red, if you have yeeted her over your shoulder, then she calls out the forest for answers, bringing you to the door of Granny's house. There is no escape. Enter the house. No, it's not just places. It's just... it's pretty that way. It's pretty. Yeah, so let's put that menu in. Menu! Try to head home again. Which, if Red's trust is less than or equal to 50. I'm just gonna check the documentation for a hot sec, because the no, I don't want my documents open, thank you. Yeah. I just like to check the syntax on stuff, because it's always different. So it's this. If Red's trust is 50, then you don't get a choice in what you do. This is N. And then we're gonna jump to Baba House with Red. You get no choice, you enter the house whether you like it or not. Else what? If it's 70, you try to head back. And ba-ba-ba-da. You head back and manage to convince Red by telling her you promised to bring her back here. Problem is, you bring her back here before you know it. No matter which route you take, you always seem to end up at the same point. You get to try one more time. Because rule of threes, obviously. So we'll have another menu where try one more time. And you try one last time after walking for what felt like hours. You find yourself back at the house, but something is off again. Come back here after writing a few more routes. Oh yeah, because I was gonna have like the crossover there. So let's just put that there as a note. Just leave that. However, I'm gonna do a return there so that you're kicked out of the game if you try to do that, because I'm not quite there. So are we currently just translating the SwiftKey code into this code? Yes. Basically, yes, that's what we're doing right now. And then we're gonna jump to... Save. Okay. We're going to the Baba House now. Baba House with Red. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow. Okay. So this is after continue. I'm gonna take away the what could go wrong bit. It's very silly. It doesn't really fit with how I've done it here. And you come across a house high on stilts that looks almost like chicken feet. Enter the house. Do I have any other choices here? No, just enter the house. I suppose the other choice is if you don't want to enter the house or down here. Nope, I can't do it the way I did before. I cannot. No, what I'm gonna have to do is put that bit here about being like, what could go wrong? That is here. Yes, thank you, sweetie. I have a delivery and it has been delivered up to my streaming setup. I know what it is. It's actually a present for someone else. So it's not that exciting. So I'm not going to say what it is either. Because I don't want to give it away. They could watch the VOD. I don't know. So I will not give it away. Righto. Continue. So well, yeah, we're gonna have to do this a little bit differently because you can. Before you could only get to continue via one bit, so I don't know whether I'm better off carrying on this one until Baba House is red and this being actually going into the house. So going in, enter house with red. So that's what that should be. Rather than seeing the house, it should be going into the house. So this should be enter house with red, rather than just going into the house. So we're gonna do the continue walking bit here. But when this comes out, it'll be $5. You think it's worth $5? That's lovely, thank you. If it even comes out. It's one of those, it might be the same sort of thing as the books I just did. I might make it free for sort of Patreons and patrons and members, and then like anyone else. Pretty cheap though. Ah no, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Don't need that. Oh, it's been a while since I've used Visual Studio Code. It's not hard, it's just funny to use again after so long. You came across that, and then we're gonna use a menu here because clicking things is fun. Enter the house. Because at this point you've had your chance to turn around, and then it's gonna be jump to enter the house with red. There we go. I really want it. I just copy every line of code from the stream. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but you also need to go download. You'd also need to grab this, otherwise it's not going to look the same. You wouldn't have the same visual assets as me. You could have the code, yeah. But you wouldn't have the visual assets. Okay, so that should all take me to Baba House with Red. Come across a house high on stilts. Almost like chicken feet. So that's not the right one. We're going straight into enter the house. So, Red calls up and the forest starts to move around you. The two of you. The tree branches and roots pick you up. Pick you up. And pop you on the porch. Red knocks on the door and Granny comes out. She looks like a lovely old woman and smells of a tantalizing fresh stew. And the smells of a tantalizing fresh stew seeps from her house. As she opens the door, she welcomes you in. She offers you food. Do you eat it? Menu. I'm gonna take that. Do you eat it? Do you eat it? We know what's bad at the food. Do you eat it? Your options are yum food. I have a follow notification sound. I can't hear it currently. But thank you who followed. It might be a slow reaction to Firestorm following, I assume. Or no thank you. We don't take food from strange witches in the forest. If you know what's good for ya. Okay. So, what do we got first? Yum food. And the food is delicious! The food is delicious. The meat has a strange texture, but it's so perfectly stewed and in gravy and vegetables that you don't care. Everything just feels so satisfying to every sense. It smells like the first home-cooked meal on a snowy day. It tastes like the perfect meal you remember from childhood. Overall, it gives a sense of childlike wonder. You gorge yourself on it and ask Granny what her secret is. I should probably be jumping to more labels for this rather than doing it in the menus. So, label... food eaten. And then we transfer that into here. Not that many indentations, sir. Just one indentation, sir. And then we want to jump to food eaten. So that way that statement is nice and small. Small statements. Small. Angry. Okie dokie. Next statement. You gorge yourself on it and ask her Granny what your secret is. What her secret is. And back to nerd stuff. Yeah, we're back to nerd stuff. We are nerding it the heck up right now. She watches for a while. It seems while you are eating, she distracted Red with some toys. She is happily playing in another room. After a while, Granny seems satisfied that you have enjoyed yourself enough. She tells you. I might have to format this a bit nicer. Fresh children. Da da da! The nerd meter is off the charts. She's coding, bitches. She's off the charts. Like I said, it's weird to get back to coding, to be honest. But this was the kind of coding I always enjoyed, rather than the corporate stuff I was doing full time once upon a time. So that's horrifying, and you want to puke. I probably should change Red's trust to, like, bond with Red more than actually being, rather than actually being just her trust. It's more like, do you care about her as well, kind of thing. Or have you just been like, lol, let's mistreat the child, you know, kind of thing. Let me give that a quick test, because I want to see corporate coding. What games do you work on? No, not games. I didn't work on games. I worked on things like asset management systems, finance systems. I worked on handheld devices that store people tend to use to keep track of stock. I've worked on... what other things have I worked on? Product specification systems. It's boring stuff, honestly. I didn't work in games. I have worked as a software developer, but I didn't work in games. I worked in industry, sort of like business side of things rather than games. There we go. Okay, so let's have a look how all that looks. Like I said, I won't change this box, it looks awful. I might try to change it so that the text is more in the middle, because we don't really need the backgrounds so much. In fact, I might do that now. Let's change things up a little bit. Let's do that. I'm gonna need... before we do that, because I'm gonna want to reformat everything if that's the case. So let's open our GUI. No, not that one. Not that one. I need to... I haven't been closing these games in a second. GUI. That's what we need to open. Okay, I'm going to need the text box. We'll open that with guitar. Loading, 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 loading. So what we might need to do, this is good and all, but might be better. Just gonna create a basic bitch document for a hot minute. Then I'm gonna pull the text box in that I've made. And what I want is that to be a lot bigger. Can you teach coding? I've been wanting to learn coding for a long time. Like maybe something for a 3D game. I want to make that Mungo video game. I could not teach coding. I could teach some very basics of coding. But I couldn't teach you game coding. Like I said, I've never done it. This is the most I've done. No, that's a lie. I've done a little bit. The only game coding I ever did was in uni. I made this, and I made like a Bleach rock paper scissors game at one point as well on iOS. But I couldn't teach you game coding, especially not for 3D. I have literally no idea when it comes to that kind of stuff. But if you want me to talk through some of the basic stuff that I'm using in here, this is a coding language. Well, RenP is its own little thing, but RenP is based off a coding language called Python, which I don't know if they use in 3Ds. I'd be looking if you are interested in learning that kind of stuff. Those are online tutorials, absolute loads, and maybe downloading the is it Game Maker from Steam. That looks like a powerful piece of tooling that looks actually really, really user friendly. I really want to try it out myself at some point to branch out what I can do. Maybe this isn't right. I'm trying to find the best way to get the right size. So maybe that's not right. Maybe it's a case of I need a background rather than the whole thing. Like, we've got the frame. Can I use the frame instead? Can I use the frame as the text box? String, briny equals dum-dum. If true, briny hurt. If briny equal dum-dum, then how game exists? No, briny is dum-dum, you're right. So let's go in here. Let's grab one of these instead then. Yeah. So that's how big the actual screen is it? No. No. How do I, I just want to make a box. A slightly transparent box. So let's get images. Let's get that town background that I'm using. And then let's put a box in it. Poof. No, that's not what we want. We want a solid black box like this. Doof. On its own layer, that would be great. String briny is just string theory. That is not what a string is. Whoa, who left this puppy in the middle of nowhere in the library? Oh no, someone lost their puppy! That's terrible. So we get rid of that. I'm gonna file, save as. Then we're gonna save that into the GUI as a PNG. I'm gonna quickly copy and paste that text box so I have a backup of it just in case. And then we're gonna save it over the text box. Yes, that's fine. Okay. Right, now we're gonna have a bit of a play with where the text appears in the main bit. So I've made it appear 500 higher. So maybe if I change that to like 800. I'd also like the text to be white if it's going to be on that black background. So we need to make sure text color. If we could change that up here, that would be great. So let's give that a quick save and just see how that looks. We'll change little bits at a time. By the way, I broke part of the library 2 km back. Can someone come fix that? I'm sure the tea fairies will be on it at some point. No, the puppy just really wanted to read the newest One Piece chapters and got an invitation. That would work. It would 100% work. Okay. That looks good. And that way it's like it's more focused on the text. That looks good. I like that. I need to change this. We maybe need to make sure that the options are a bit further down. And I think the text could still go a little bit further up. So let's change the text from 800 to, let's go 1,000, why not? I think the width of the text box could also go up a little bit so it's not just stuck in the middle, or it can go a little bit to the left. Right, I know, yeah, top. That's the box that contains the character's name in there. Let's do that. And then menu. Here we go. So choice buttons, width, height, none. So that's for the actual size of the menu. That's the pictures used for the menu. That's the colors used for the menu. That's the spacing between menus, position and spacing. This is the one we want. Spacing, navigation spacing, trace spacing. That's not quite it, I don't think. Position of buttons. So I'm going to take that down to like 300 and see what happens there. We do this wonderful thing called trial and error. That's wonderful. That looks good. That looks nice. I like that. It's a bit Fate Stay Nighty and I like it. It's not changed the position of these, but it does still look good. I want to see what that looks like when I don't have a bit of text. Because if that's the case, I'll need to keep a bit of text on all the menus at all times. Which, if that's the case, that's great. Trial and error is perfect for coding. Less so for skydiving. Yes, definitely less so for skydiving. Not suggested for skydiving. Okay, so we go see a granny ourselves. Ask to turn back. Pick up the small child. Yeah, I'm gonna need to keep something in each menu so that that black box stays up, so it's a constant rather than disappearing all the time. I don't want it to disappear all the time. So with red, if there's any menus that don't have a thing, we're just gonna put a little thing there, and hopefully that's enough. We hope and we pray that that is enough to keep the text up. Keep the box open. Alright, close that. Open it up again! And start. Remember, you don't need a parachute to skydive. You just need one to skydive twice. Correct! I need to find a better way to do text breaks so that it's not all one thing. Go to granny ourselves. Ask to turn back. Offer a favourite dinner. No, it just does another. But that's not right. If I put a space in there. Will that do it? Because it'll actually have something in there? Or will it just be like, wait, that's another option? We don't want it as another option. We don't want it as another option. Quit. Restart. Go. Okay, start. I said start. Blah, 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 blah. Go like granny. Ba 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 ba. Ask some back. Ba 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 ba. Pick up the small child. Yes! Okay, so it needs to have something with a bracket in there, so it just has the box still. The box is a little bit off center, isn't it? It's a little annoying. That's a future me though. That's future me's problem. Yeah, I missed that one. That's fine. Ooh. Could not find label. Enter house with red. Yeah, that's fine. We'll fix that later. It's all good. It's all good. Enter house with red. Okay. So every menu needs to have something at the top like that. Yeah, this is the one that was missing it. Okay. Oh, it's this one as well. That was the one that's missing it as well. Okay. Righto. Let's run that again. Double check everything is as it should be. Start, we go through. Gonna go see Granny ourselves. We're gonna ask to turn back. We're gonna offer our favorite dinner. Then we're gonna head back home, but it doesn't work. We try to head back home again, but it doesn't work. We try one more time, but we haven't built that bit of the game yet, so we get kicked out. Perfect. So that's all of them. They all had the box that stayed up. Perfect. I would, like I said, again, figure out a better way to do text breaks in it. So, NP. New line. I don't want to use that P. I was wondering how one does a line break and what the HTML is BR. I don't want to use the P. Because the P adds an extra click. I don't want an extra click. Or at least I want more of a page break than it does. We have a /n. /n. Okay, cool. /n. We like /n. We can do that one. /n. Thank you, MP Tom. You're great. Right, I'm gonna quickly go back and then add some stuff, some /n's then. Because we need to. Yeah, because I think this is okay. I don't mind adding a few extra clicks. This is fine. This was like dramatic. I think I would rather a /n there rather than anything else. And then just like /n's at the end of sentences if there's more coming up would be lovely. Does it matter if it's / or /? Yes, it would matter, because these, you can see that these have turned a slightly different colour because it's the right / I'm using. If I use the other /, it's turned back to the same colour as the text, so it will just read it as text if I use the wrong /. So you gotta use the right /. It's gotta be a /, not a /. Very important. So with red, again, I want to use the /n. /n. Anything else that has like big bits in it? The rest is okay. Basics of coding. That's to be fair, the /n isn't one. Always gotta use the right /. That is the basics. That is the basics. This specific example, not sure if it's basics. Basics of coding is like, God, it's hard to, you know, when you've like learned something for so long, it's hard to think what the actual basics are because you've done it for so long. Neurosama // I think the best way coding was ever described to me when I was learning it was, it's like a recipe. Each file, each class, each whatever you're gonna call it, it's like a recipe book. So we've got ingredients at the top, which would usually be your variables. It would usually be your other classes. It's your ingredients. It's what you know, what you're going to use anyway. So I've defined a narrator character with n. So every time n is used, it's going to go, oh, that's the narrator. You don't even know the coding I want to learn. I don't, but that doesn't mean I can't tell you about the coding I know. But also, a lot of coding is similar. I could probably get into gaming coding quite easily. It's not that different. It's just I've never done it. So, There are so many programming languages, but they all use the same kind of ideas. As long as you can get like the basics ideas down, most of the time you can flip-flop between them, and it's just a case of syntax at that point usually. Obviously they all have their own little nuances and things, but it's, for the most part, just syntax. So for example, every single one of these is gonna have, every single one you're gonna use is gonna have an if statement. That's it. It's gonna be if statements. There's gonna be loops. There's gonna be arrays. There's gonna be variables. There's gonna be methods. There's gonna be classes. There's gonna be files. It's as long as you can get a lot of those words down, you can probably slide into most things and start getting used to the nuances of each. Okay, continue. Well, no, let's check how that looks now I've added all those page breaks to it. I just want to see how that's changed it a little bit. Not else if statements? Yeah, that's part and parcel with if statements. What have I done? no thank you. That's horrifying. I want to be probably expected statements. So that in house with red, I've made some issues. I've made some boo-boos. No thank you. Return. 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 Just throw that in. If I can code a turn-based combat system in Squiffy, then anything's possible. Honestly, if you can code that combat system in Squiffy, it probably shows you have a like basic understanding at this point, really, of how code works. It's just a series of commands. It's not. It is complicated. It is complicated. I'm going to say it's not complicated because I've done it for 10 years, but it is hard. It's not easy to get into, and a lot of people do struggle, naturally so, because it is difficult. But you have you have a eureka moment at some point when you're learning it, and you're like, ah, that's how it works. Okay, so what are we doing here? We've got, so something's wrong with yum food expected statement. Junk food eaten. And no thank you. Is there something wrong with the menu? This one's fine. This one is not. Oh, I know what I've done. There it is. That's what I've done. That's what I've done. That's another little quick tool there. Like if something was wrong here, look at the one that's working and it's not complaining about, and you might be, and if you compare the two, it'd spot the difference to find out what's going on there. Love little debug thing for you there. Oh, we're not quite done yet. Do you eat it? How's the other menus work then? What do you do? What do you do? Oh, ba-da-ba-da-ba. The hardest part of coding is where the YouTube's missing a semicolon or yes. That happens less the more you do it, because you get so used to it that you don't even notice it. Like, you just kind of do it. I got to the point with the semicolons at the end of like Java and C# that I felt weird doing any other language that didn't require it. I felt like I was doing something wrong every time. Ugh, it was awful. So the tabs are correct. What else is going on? Line is followed by a block despite not being a menu choice. Did you forget the colon at the end of the line? I didn't. Because it is the title of the menu. Also, I need to put something here as well, because... And that is in line with everything else. Yeah, it's definitely in line. Homo. And sometimes code does this, where, like, theoretically you think everything's fine, but apparently it's not. I didn't know. C++/shop is so fun though. It is! It's very flexible. It's so fancy. And it is what I've mostly used. What is here? What is this? What is the difference between this and this? Because it's not complaining about this. Ah! I know what it is. I've got too many semicolons. Yep. We have too many indents. Too many indents. There we go. That will fix it. Found it. Hello, Zoe. Welcome. Sometimes it makes me want to pull my hair out, but when the code works, you get a whole... It's like playing Dark Souls, isn't it? It's like playing a really hard boss in a game. But it's code, and you get that same rush of like endorphins when you figure out that code problem the same as you do as beating that boss in that video game. It's the same thing! Right, let's see how this all looks then. Now it's got some nice breaks in it. It's still not great. Okay, let's put... That's in the normal script bit here, isn't it? No, it's here. Did I put /ns here? I didn't. I don't think I did. No, it's with red. We're at that point. Are we? I need to pay attention to where I am on that point. I can't tell. Honestly, the best advice I can give for learning how to code a game is just doing it. Instead of learning what the entire language has to offer, you'll just search up and learn what you need. Exactly. That's the best way to do it. Unless you are going to college and like learning it. And to be fair, that's exactly how they teach you, really. They'll give you a small project. They'll teach you the little bits you need for that project. Then you'll build that. You'll build your little first hello world. And then you'll go on to your next project to be a bit bigger. You'll need to research some more stuff. That's how you learn anything, really. It's a very, very good way of learning. So let's launch that again. I need to double check where that is though. So that one's fine. I've broken that one up. So this one is just one big bit of text, isn't it? That's my fault. I need to break that up. Because that's just that huge ass bit of text. that's on me. That's on me. And that's red going into the woods. So the village went into an uproar, blah 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 blah. Obviously you have words for it. So that's actually this bit here. That I didn't think was all together. But it is. So I need to like do /n here. And there is a /n with the you have words for her, but obviously it's not doing as big a /n as I would like. So let's just do some double /n's and see how it works. Watch videos on YouTube would teach you way more than universities do. Yeah, they kind of do. I had to watch to figure out how to code something my professor didn't want to teach. If the guy in the YouTube video doesn't have an accent, you're not gonna learn. Yes! Kind of is correct, yes. So true, so true. Start, right, so it should be this one, this bit's fine. So this bit should be hopefully a little bit more spread out now. Yes! Wonderful! We've made it ever so slightly prettier. Oh heck yeah. We have put in lines. Good, 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 good. So, granny, da-da-da, Aston back, da-da-da. We need to put an extra one in. So it's always going to have to be double /n's by the looks of it. Pick up the small child, head back home. Try head home again. Yum, food. That's horrifying, but I haven't coded that in, so get your ass back to the main menu. Right, okay, so let's go to with red, and wherever there's those /n's, let's add some more. Add some more n's. /n. /n. I think that's it on that page, that's fine. Then we're gonna go to the house. /n. 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 And /n. Nice, 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 nice. Give that a nice save. We don't have to test that again now. In my 18 years of existing, I have never touched any coding apps /videos /work. 18 years isn't that long! You got plenty of time! Nah, it's not something a lot of people touch, really. I'm just a fucking nerd. So, right, let's add some more stuff then. So, where are we up to? We're up to, that's horrifying, I want to puke! Where I'm going to give you more Red's trust because you've actually sort of thought about your child for once. Yay! Well, no, you haven't. You just have shown a will to fight against what's going on. So, and here I set it to 70 straight away because you fought it. 18's not half my age, thank you. Not quite. It's awkwardly close though. If an anti-hero is a hero, does that mean that doesn't act heroic? Doesn't an anti-villain be a villain that acts like a hero but is still a villain? Theoretically, yes. So, and no, you don't. You can't puke. It was so good, it would be a waste. It was made of children, but you imagine never eating again. You can't stand for that. And then you want more is basically the same. You want more. I'm gonna make them press you want more. I feel like it's better if I make them do the horrible thing. Cause that's more fun. Get the player involved. Press the button that means you want to eat children. Do it! So, menu. And we put the small break in. Then we just put you want more as the only option. And then we jump to you want more, I guess. So that's going to be where this one jumps as well. Jump. You want more. And then we're going to need a label for you want more. This is getting creepy. This is a very creepy game. Horror warning. Make the player press the button that makes them wanna eat the kids. La 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 la. Granny giggles and blushes at your wonderful compliments about her cooking. She promises you more, and all you need to do is leave Red with her. Sounds like a fair deal. And then we're gonna, because this has got some more after it, so /n/n. More N's! All the N's! In fact, she promises you a lifetime supply if you brought more children. Red would want people to play with, of course. Of course. Be happy with a small meal in exchange for Red is your first option. So we want the menu again. Menu. Do I want to put a thing? Do you take the deal, I guess? Do you take the deal? And then the first option is be happy with a small meal in exchange for Red. You be happy with a bit more in exchange for Red. Sell your daughter for more food made out of kids. Yay! Second option. Whatever Granny says. Granny knows all. We serve Granny. And last but not least, the actual good ending, if you pressed the right buttons. Wait, that's your daughter. return. Let's just add some return statements to make sure they have something in them. So if I do run it, I'm not just running into issues. Okay. Sell your what for more food? Your daughter. The point of this game is to try save your daughter. It's fine! It's fine, so I've had multiple streams of this. And it has not been taken down yet. YouTube may come after me at some point. YouTube will take your video down. They haven't yet. This isn't the first time I've talked about this, you know. Okie dokie. Okay, so be happy with your exchange for red. So, and this one's gonna need breaking up because it's again massive, but hey ho. You make the deal, go home. The rest of the village is confused and saddened that red is gone. But life goes on. Something, something, wanting more, blah blah blah, still killing kids in the village, blah 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 blah. It's fine, you should have seen the one about burning children alive. When was that one? Have I done that one? I mean, also, if I can play Library of Ruiner here, I can do this. Library of Ruiner has some fucked up stuff as well. When did I burn children? I can't remember. Anyway, what happens after that? One's a bad end, isn't it? Yeah, bad end. So. Yeah, it's fine. Bad end! So we need to make another bad end. So, let's go to the screens page. We go in here. We have... No, we need to go into the customs screens page. So we have achievements. We don't want achievements, we want ends. So, bad end 2. Bad end 2. A taste of paradise lost forever. I think that's perfect. And the villagers are sad red is gone, except for that one guy who's like, she trampled my azaleas. Nah, that one hasn't happened yet. Was jokes about it when writing about Granny's hut burning down. That's true. There are multiple times you did horrifying things. I didn't do anything, we're just writing. This is fantasy, bro, fantasy. Don't take it so seriously. It's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of spoops. We're writing some horror. Of course it's gonna be a little horrific. It wasn't intended to be horror though. It just kind of started being horror. So I'm going to... So we need to unlock this as an ending. So let's get in here, put that equals true. And then we need to add one to the ending tracker as well. Persistent data. So this is persistent data. This is basically means if it's persistent data, it will track throughout all your playthroughs, not just this one. So if we test that, we should be able to unlock that, and then we get to return, because I'll need to kick you out to the main menu once you've done that. Okay, so let's launch that. How do we get to that? Is that the... exchange red for more stuff. Okay, cool. So star. I mean, when I had a real dark streak in my short stories on Patreon at one point. I mean, I had that one about that detective's daughter. It was a sci-fi sort of cyberpunky world with a lot of holograms and AI, and I can't show you the quotation marks ending with AI, but the AI was actually people's souls that were trapped in technology, being forced to play out things over and over again. So we're gonna go see Granny ourselves. We're just gonna continue because we're going for the bad end. We're gonna enter the house. Yum food, thanks Granny. I want more, Granny. I'll exchange my daughter for food. Bad end. So we go to the extras, we go to endings. Yeah, bad end 2. A taste of paradise, lost forever. Okay, so ending number 1, done. Whatever Granny says is also a bad ending, if I remember correctly. So this one needs a bit of writing embellishment, but that's fine. And let's just, I don't want that to be on one line, thank you. Don't give me that big space when you don't need it. And bad end. And then I'll need to add that to here. We'll need bad end 3. Bad end. All hail Granny. All hail Granny. She makes the best stews. I don't always need separate lines. And I don't need it to be P's anymore because I know about slash M now. Turned red into an enemy of the whole town. Let's see if that fits on a bit nicer. Script. So I'll need to do persistent ending 3 unlocked true and persistent endings unlocked +1 again. Okay. So there should be 3 endings in there now. 3 of many. Why is it 3? Is it because I need to make sure it doesn't add it every time you do the ending. Yeah, bye. I know how I can do that. What we can do is we can go if persistent ending 2 is false, then you can add something to the count. If not, then you don't have to, because it's true at that point. So that's what we're gonna do. Dear God, for watching, we've play League forever. There's text in the game that seems unnecessary. The back forward except whenever the book is gone. That's something I need to figure out. I'll need to sort that out at some point. But again, we're going to do this. I'm just going to copy and paste that down here as well. I'm going to need to put it on the other ending that I've got as well. So that's ending 3 unlocked. And this one. And that's ending 1. Hello, Mr. Max. Welcome. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Right. So let's delete the persistent data at the moment and make sure that we're not getting extras where we shouldn't. So delete persistent data. And launch the project! I said launch the project! There it is. It takes a little more when you delete the persistent data because it's like, oh, what am I doing? I don't have things saved. Right, so we go in, blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. We tell her that she's adopted. Yeah, I need to make sure the book's there the entire time, don't I? Blah 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 blah. We get a bad end. I need to change that to black text because that's awful. I think so. Let's change this text color. So I need to change that to black as well. But achievement unlocked, fastest ending in the West. And then it exploded. Invalid syntax. Does it have to be a double equals? Is that the syntax that I am missing? Launch project. Yeah, double equals. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. So tell she's adopted. Bad ends. Extras, achievements. Endings. It didn't do it though because I needed to delete the stuff, but we'll go back and do the other ones now. Script extender not installed. Please install the master mod. Oh wait, not Skyrim mods. Yes, this is not Skyrim mods. But we'll need to put a double equals on these things, and that should do us nicely. Right, we'll need to delete the persistent data again because it's confused now. Delete. Launch. Make it a bit smaller so you guys can see it all, and go. La 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 la. Tell her she's adopted. Get an achievement and a button. Why is it still 0? I don't like that. I don't like that. It should be defaulted to false, shouldn't it? Ending unlocked should be defaulted to false, and I haven't set it to true, so it should equal false, therefore it should go up in number. Should. Evidently not. But I mean, it hasn't been defined actually at all, so is it a case I need to define it first before I can do anything? So let's do some more defaulting. Default. Persistent. Not that. I was hoping I had it just copied then. Ending 1 to false. Which means I'm gonna have to do that for every single one. But let's make sure it works for the first one, then I'll fix the others as well while I'm at it. But again, we have to delete that persistent data so it doesn't get confused. Da, 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 da. Delete. Launch. Okay, ba 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 ba. Tell she's adopted. Da, da. Bad end. Okay, extras, endings. Yes, that works. That works. Okay, so we're gonna have to default all these endings, which is kind of shit. But hey ho. Probably should have been doing them in the first place, really, but you know. So that should work for all of them now. I think if I have trouble making mods in a game work, I think I'm gonna struggle getting a 3D fight in a game to work. I'm not gonna get really bloodshot from that. Terrible joke. Anyway. Okay, so I put the 2 endings in. And then we have, wait, that's your daughter. The one you actually might be able to do. The one that got so bad, I had to put a squiffy script in for that, which we don't have to do so much. This is an if one now, so let's get that if statement in there. So if you fought it at the start, you can do this. If you didn't, you're screwed. So if Red's trust is 70, then you can do this. Which is, what are you doing? You come to your senses, however you need to be careful. You know that Granny will likely not give her up without a fight. You ask to take her home one more time, and promise to come back tomorrow. I was trying to joke there was me comparing my now struggles to what could be my later struggles. I see. Joke not comprehended. Start again. Oh, so I let them escape at this one. This is a good end. Is it? Really? Granny agrees if you and you're able to take their hand. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I did complain that I hadn't given people enough good ends, so /n/n. N ba 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 da ba ba. And I'm gonna put that good end in its own thing because it deserves it. N. Good end. Congrats, boyos. You got a good end. If your bond with your daughter is strong enough. If Red's trust is 60, you can't resist. You must do whatever Granny says and you get forced into the bad end, which sucks for you, bro. Else. Well, actually, no, I'm going to put that return in there. And then we're going to put else. Can't resist. You don't care about your child enough. Can't resist. You must do what Granny says. And then I'm going to make you click it, because again, it's more fun, it's more awful for you, the player, to have to click the button to do what Granny says, whether you like it or not. It is not a choice. Whatever Granny says. And then we jump. We're gonna... jump to whatever Granny says. Granny says, so that I can make a label down here. Label whatever Granny says, and then we're gonna copy everything that happens in here. We're gonna put it down here. Not with that many indents. We do not need that many indents. Because then we can do the jump down here as well. Boop. Whatever Granny says. Is the Granny in this game just you? Definitely not! I don't eat children. They're kind of gross. Right, is that it for that whole bit? Yeah, okay, there's no thank you. There's this option we haven't done yet. Right, let's pack them up, because they're done. Okay. So, we're just gonna do a jump to no, thank you. I'm gonna put a label down here. Label. No. High School Musical, why you and I? Go away. Label. Label. No, thank you. Save that one. So, what happens in no thank you again? Granny insists, but you turn her down. You look around and hold Red's hand tightly. The old woman is clearly insulted, so you try to ask her what her relationship is with your daughter. This is a good caring parent move. I think you deserve some Red's trust for that. What would it be at that point? It could be up to 70 at that point. I might need to have it showing. Let's just put a little label here so that it shows me what it is. Red's trust, just so I know. Finally, someone with fine taste. Children are too stringy. Go for either baby or an adult. A fully tenderized adult. I shouldn't be going down this. You're making me say goodbye, thanks. It's fine. It's not like I haven't said worse already. So /n/n. /n/n. So we'll figure out what I'm going to do with the Red's trust later. I do feel like they deserve some Red's trust for this, though. The old woman smiled, but before she can answer, Red responds. She's gonna teach me magic, Daddy. Need to put them /ns, otherwise I'm gonna be mad. /n/n. Oh my god. So we got OMG, she's a witch, and what kind of magic? So, menu. I don't really have a question for that, it's just how are you gonna react? Caps lock. No, not caps lock. Ah, witch! She's a witch! Never would have guessed. Return, just throw return in there. What kind of voice was that? It was a little kid voice! Which, obviously it was a little kid voice. It's a little kid voice! It's when they sound all silly and dumb because they're little kids. What kind of magic? It's kind of magic. Da, 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 da. Oh, obviously freaking out is yet another fucking bad. Wait, I put a good end and then did I not add the good end? That's the bad end. Where was the good end? I haven't added the good end yet. We can't carry on. I haven't added the good end. I'm getting too excited. So we're gonna need to add ending 4 in here to be false. Ending number 4. We'll need to go in here and we'll need to add good end 1. Good end 1. I hear, because this is the one where we run away. I hear Cuba's great this time. Cuba. It's great. This time of year. Perfect. So now we just need a lot of the script for the endings. Nope, not that one. So if I grab this and I put it in this good end, but I do it for ending number 4, then theoretically we should be good. I just need to fix the indentation. And ending number 4 unlocked. So let's just double check that that does as it should. Have I finished all this? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Right. Launch it again! Right, start. La 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 la. Yep. So we like to go see Granny ourselves. Let's just continue. We enter the house. We eat the food. That's horrifying, you want to puke, but you actually want more. That's my daughter. Granny agrees, and you're able to take away her despite her protest. The next day, you move out of the village and escape forever. Good end! We're going to extras, going to endings. Good end 1! I hear Cuba is great this time of year. Perfect. So that works the way it should. But did it? Because the endings unlocked didn't go up by 1. Did the other one not work before? Because it should have been 2. Is it because I need to default it in the actual file it's in? Because if that's the case, then let's undo that for a minute, because endings 2, 3, and 4 are in a different file. Sababa House of Red. This one's the one with the endings at the top. So put that there. Let's delete persistent data and try again. The food is something Void made in a blender, but you want more, Little Red Riding Hood. That's totally what happened, yes. Yep. I'm going to do the quick ending, just so that already has a 1 in it, so I know that it was 1. Blah, 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 blah. Tell Granny. Continue. Enter the house. Yum, food. You want to puke? That's disgusting, but you also want more. That's my daughter, bitch. Extras, endings. Yeah, it's got up by 2. So I need to make sure that I do the thing. Do the thing in the file where I unlock the ending, not just right at the start. But that's okay, because that means all of those should work now, because all 3 endings are in this file, so that's fine. I can continue! So, why did I put a H in witch? Witches don't need H's. I just need to close these up, so I don't have loads and loads of them. And let's put in yet another bad end! Trigger happy with these bad ends. And bad end. I already know the text for this one. So this one will be ending 5. Ending 5. Is the bond to Red reset, everyone? Yes, it is. She does not remember your past shenanigans every time. And that's lucky for you, isn't it? It is not persistent data. So, number 5, bad ending 4. Bad end 4. I thought about what the bad end actually was going to be called, but it was gone now. What was it? Witches to People 2. Perfect. So let's go put that at the bottom as well. Let me just grab this. It's easier. Throw that in there, get my indentations correct. Boop. Da. And then this is ending 5. Ending 5. Nice. And then you return because you got yet another bad end, dum-dum. What kind of magic? Granny grins at your interest and opens up the door to her kitchen. And da-da. And then /n, because we're gonna have another line. See inside here, dearies. I was going to teach Red here too, all about the magic of the forest, but I suppose I could teach her parents too. Simply go inside. Obviously, we trust her completely. She's going to completely tell us about magic, right? By the way, here's my dumb idea. You could pull an Undertale or Omori, where you have random what the fuck value at the start of every run, which enables secret and weird events to happen with specific values. I very much could, and I do kind of want to do that, but I don't know whether that would be more fun to do off stream. So that when I do give this game to you guys for fun, you guys can find that stuff for yourself. I also may write a small walkthrough for myself so I don't forget how to do this stuff, because I'm gonna forget. But no, there could be things where it's like, Daddy, do you remember that time where you ate me? Daddy, do you remember when you sold me for food? Yeah, sounds awesome. Mm-hmm. I will do that. I will make a note to work on this a little bit off stream and maybe add some sprinkles in there. Okay, but what if I want Red to suffer knowing how I sell her soul off every Monday for money? It's not even for money! You sell it for food! Okay, right, so what's the next? Go inside, ask more details, try to leave. That's more menu choices. Menu. Go inside, because we trust the witch, obviously. Inside. Return. No, I don't want him in the capital! I just wanted to say return! Return. There we go. Good afternoon, Scarlet Silver Iron. Welcome. Imagine if Bryony went from coding this game to literally coaching me every Sunday on my own game. I don't know why I do it every Sunday, considering I don't stream coding on Sunday, but ask. Also, I have reading to do on Sundays. Ask for more details. Why did I put a capitalized there? For more details. Put a return. And the last one, try to leave. Try to leave. Try to leave. Return. Okay, right. So going inside is yet another fucking bad end. Jesus Christ, how many did I put in? Oh my god. Oh yeah, time to learn magic. Ooh. Yeah, time to learn magic. Why is it getting so hot in here? Oh well, at least we die as a family. Bad end. Again. Ending number fucking 6. You always stream for 4 hours on Mondays. I do, technically, yes. Me and someone else who sounds like me, the two of us together stream for 4 hours, technically, yes. So we need to go in here. We need to add ending 6. Need to fix the indentation. Baked to perfection. He went inside her giant people oven and died. To be fair, these games always have thousands of different ways to die. Yep. Is there a I wasted my life when all I got was this lousy t-shirt? And kind of yes. It's on another route, but there is a route where if you piss off a fae, they give you like a... They tell you about this valuable necklace and give it to you, and it turns out it's not valuable at all. So that's your... I wasted my life and all I got was this lousy necklace ending. Right, and then we take this, and then we put this here. And it's ending number bloody 6, which is bonkers, bro. Okay, let's save that. And we need to make sure it's ending 6 that's getting unlocked there. And I know we've ironed out most of the stuff with the endings, but I'm gonna run it again just in case. Just to make sure. So this was... So we need to test the OMG witch ending. I don't think I did that. No, let's do that quickly then. So this is saying no, I'm not going to read it. We go into the woods. We continue. We enter the house. I say no thank you to food. Okay, so it's 60 at the time. So I might buff that to 70 if it isn't already at that point. So I'm gonna change that now because you've made a adult decision. Red's trust. Red's trust equals 70. Bet it. She's gonna teach me magic. She's a witch. Bad end. Endings 3, bad end 4, witches are people too. Perfect. Let's go again. La 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 la. Go see Granny yourself. Continue. Enter the house. Sorry, I'm not hungry. What kind of magic? It's a kind of magic. Okay, so I need to put the thing. So that's something I've done, and it was the go inside, wasn't it? Yes. That's what we're working on. Go inside. Bad end, extras, ending. Bad end 6, baked perfection. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. So we just need to add this here as well. And then we are donezo. I just got an idea that goes completely beyond what this story is even about. If you want to add, like, throw ideas into maybe the suggestion box bit on the Discord, happily do so. I will make sure I keep a note of all your ideas, and when I work on this, then I can add stuff in. What was the other thing that had gone slightly wrong? It was that, wasn't it? And I added that, and then I added the trust bit as well. So that's good. Okay. Next bit. So ask for more details. So Granny starts to tell you about the forest and the life it holds. And the life it holds and how she can commune with the trees, etc, etc. Red is so enthralled, but you're pretty sure you heard an insane traveler tell you the same BS once upon a time. You smile and nod. And so Granny goes on a rant trying to sell you on her shit. Would you like this snake oil? If you're dealing with timelines, does that make this like Groundhog Day? I mean, technically every kind of game development is a Groundhog Day incident because you have to save and load and save and load and save and load and save and load. So what happens here? You try to sneak to the door, or you ask to leave. So if that's the case and there's another menu, I'm going to pull it out into another label because this label's getting rather large already. I've already got a menu in a menu. Why did I do that to myself? Let's pull this out. Pull it out. Make it easier on yourself. Make it easier on yourself. No, it's not a menu in a menu. We're okay. This is the menu in a menu. So I'm gonna put jump. Room. No, we're not entering the room. Room reaction. Oven invite. Oh my god. Oven invite. That's exactly what she's doing. She's inviting you to step into the oven. Label. Oven invite. I'm far too proud of that. Goddamn. So actually no, that should be straight into in there, and then this should be in here. There we go. So we just need to fix the indentation a bit first. You mean open invite? No, oven invite. Oven invite is exactly what I mean. She is literally inviting them into her oven. And it entertains me greatly. So, menu, go inside. That shouldn't be there. That should be here. Then at the bad end. Oh, I need to... This is the only issue I have with Python, is that everything is dependent on your tabbing skills. And that's just a giant pain in the arse, honestly. So there's that, and this is the second choice to ask for more details. And then let's try to leave. Return. So, ask for more details. I'm gonna go label more details, I guess. Jump more details. How'd we get to Python? Python is the name of the language that this is based on. So when I'm referring to Python, I'm referring to the programming language. Label. More details. So this should go to there. Keep things in check. Keep things under their own titles. Don't want to confuse things any more than they already are. We don't want indents after indents after indents after indents after indents after indents. That reminds me of a 2-player only game, I think it was called Who's Your Daddy, where it's just you playing as a baby and a father. That shows that it isn't Mother Simulator. Okie dokie. So what happens when you ask for more details? So you smile and nod. So you can either try sneak over to the door, so it is another menu time, which is why I split it up. Menu! Need the space, and then try sneak over to the door. Or ask to leave so you can prepare yourself for such knowledge and appropriate gifts for her. Try to flatter the old woman. How long is this stream gonna run for? Oh shit, it's already been I enjoy these streams too much, goddamn. This batch likes coding too much and keeps losing track of time. It will have to end right now, actually, which is unfortunate. So thank you everyone for coming. I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed watching the stream. It's just hi. If you have not already, I would highly appreciate it if you are on YouTube, if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you are on Twitch, if you could follow. It's follows over there, isn't it? Follow the channel. Do you think I haven't been on Twitch long, guys? I'm still getting used to it. Let me just move you guys in chat. I can't see you behind OBS. You're behind OBS. There you go. There you are. Hello. Okay. Hey, let's make Brian lose track of time now. It's fine. The problem with the Thursday is eventually I would start getting glared at by my other half, so we wouldn't lose that much time. Oh my god, I want an ending where we date the granny. I don't think I can give you that one. I really don't think I can I don't think I can write that. I can't think of a good way to do it. Anyway, so if you've done those things and you still want to support me even more, I would really appreciate it. You can do that via YouTube membership and Patreon. Both of those, you will get a free book, with a collection of 5 short stories and some Vtuber lore about myself and this library that I am in. On memberships, you get access to exclusive emotes, streams, and merch discounts. On Patreon, you get most of that, but you also get short stories every month as well. This whole game has been based on one of those short stories. So if you're really curious about the original content from this, you can find it in the Patreon. If you would just like to throw money at me because you can, because you're a rich boy and you want to give some money to your favorite VTuber, then you can do so via Kofi. That's wonderful if you would do that. And then last but not least, there's the merch store where you can get ebooks, first edition copies of my books, which is the only place you can get those first edition copies now. There is keyrings, bookmarks, necklaces, come on, brain. For once I'm not using the list. And I should always use the list. T-shirts, a pillow with my face on it, and a notebook and a sticker collection roulette. So you should check all those out. They're all links in the description. I'd really appreciate it if you could do that. Other than that, thank you so much for coming, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope I get the Moon Girl short story next month. I don't know. It depends on how my brain is. I didn't really want to give you the one I gave you, but it was the only thing my brain would let me write. Which you guys will know more about on Sunday. I'm excited for that on Sunday. However, I am back tomorrow with 3 hours of Higurashi, so I will see you guys then. But for now, I am signing off for the day. I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Brand New Smith, Life Have Been Library. Goodbye.